The Gators remain hot on the recruiting trail. Yes, sir. We've seen Hayes post a couple times. Head coach Billy Napier. They've landed another guy from Milton, Florida. Outstanding DB Kaiden Hall, who is committed, obviously, to the University of Florida. Really kind of solidifies that room. And remember, they also have a new DB coach. Now, this past year, right, didn't play for the best team down there in Florida, but did what he could with what he had, right? Played a little bit of quarterback, had 32 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. He also had 161 yards rushing, and he also had 2 touchdowns this past year, and he had 8 catches for 80 yards. So just a little bit of everything for, obviously, his team. Tried his best. But nonetheless, man, it's a top 200 recruit in the country. You know, 4-star prospect according to, obviously, 247 Sports Composite. A guy that's a big, heavy hitter. You know, exceptional ball skills, man. He's going to really be able to help solidify, like I said earlier, that secondary for, obviously, Florida. Now, he's a guy that right now plays really good in, obviously, zone coverage and being alert, right? Can work on a little bit, obviously, that man coverage a little bit, man, being able to detect things. But once he sees it, he goes. You know what I'm saying? So he's a guy interesting, continue to balance, continue to get stronger, continue to get in the weight room. I think in a year, maybe 2, he could potentially be a multi-year starter for the Florida Gators in the future, right? Now, it's still early, but a really good get. Like I said, develop him, and he can be a guy for the Gators moving forward. So, obviously, big news landing this outstanding prospect. A lot of ways to go, obviously, for Florida as they continue on the recruiting trail, but they're doing an outstanding job. Landed Geneva Carr as well, offensive lineman, kept him home, you know, with the Gators, obviously. All right, now it's time to talk about some more Florida targets and see what's going on. Now, one guy they've been very high on is this guy right here, Jure Edwards, obviously out of St. Francis from Baltimore. Now, he revealed his top 5 here, which includes Georgia, Bama, obviously Texas A&M, Florida, Auburn, and then Oregon. And he's going to commit on July 5th. The good news for Gator fans is he's already on campus. As you guys can see by this picture, the Swamp, he is in attendance, obviously, with the Florida Gators currently right now on a visit. So, very good, obviously, for them to have him on campus. But he's a guy I can't miss. He's the best safety in the country. You know what I'm saying? That guy's a stud. So you would land a Kaiden Hall potentially, or you already have Kaiden Hall, but then potentially add him with this guy. You're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting 2 pretty good safeties, and you're getting the best one in the country. So still a ways to go. I think I've seen some things where he's trending towards Georgia, but they have time with the OVs, you know what I'm saying, getting them on campus and showing them what Florida can do. And Florida is going to be obviously a position to watch, obviously, like I said, with the new defensive coordinator, or not defensive coordinator, the new defensive backs coach, and Vinny Sinceri, how quickly he can get these guys, you know what I'm saying, up to snuff, you know what I'm saying, and how this team looks this year. That's going to be a very important position to look for in the future. Obviously, them landing 4-star players, potentially a 5-star player in Edwards. How quickly can these young guys be able to make a difference for Florida this year? It's going to be a key position to watch for Florida moving forward. We know about the defensive line, which I'll talk about in a separate video, but defensive back-wise, can they win on the outside? It's going to be interesting to see, and obviously what happens there. But nonetheless, on the recruiting trail, the Gators are trending upwards. High-end guys they're landing. They're getting them from Florida. They're getting them from Georgia. They're getting them from Alabama. And also potentially maybe even from Maryland and Baltimore. So they're doing a great job right now, man. Florida fans should be excited. It's a big year coming up, man. And they're doing an outstanding job in the recruiting trail for the future of the Florida Gators, man. So that's my thoughts. They're going to be a team to continue to watch this year. And college football is right around the corner.